Yo, like so that's crazy. Like when we were younger, people were, you know, like parents, they were handing down businesses, law firms, gas stations. This is crazy, right? Could you have ever imagined just even the thought of handing down gaming anything to your kids?
I never thought I'd be on YouTube, bro. I never wanted to do YouTube. I never planned on doing it, bro. I never planned on doing it. No, never.
Not at all. How did it happen? Were you like watching your kids or something? Like,
well, one day, honestly, this is what happened. I did Amazon Flex. It's a gig economy job. And I watched a lot of people on YouTube do it, you know, talk about before I did it because I didn't have enough courage to go do it. So I'm watching all these videos, right? And I'm watching. And they're like, oh, it's easy. It's this, it's this, it's this and this. So then I go do it. And it's the opposite of what they said. So I'm like, oh. And then I record myself doing it, right? So I record myself talking about how shitty it is and I can't stand it. And that video goes viral. It gets over 40, you know, almost 40, 30, you know, 39, 40,000 views. And people are subbing to the channel thinking, you know, they're like, man, you're funny or this or that. And I'm like, that's cool. So I did another video. It starts popping off. And then one day I love Grand Theft Auto 5. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try streaming Grand Theft Auto 5, see what happens. I met a good group of people. It just snowballed. It just kept snowballing. And here we are today.
Nice. You know, so what was your family's reaction when you was like, hey, I think I'm gonna do something on YouTube?
I never told my wife about it. I never told my wife about it. I never told my kids about it. I just kept it to myself, and I did it. And then one day I was in Chicago, and we were vlogging in Chicago, and I started vlogging and videotape. My wife's like, "What are you doing?" And I go, "This is for my YouTube channel." She's like, "What are you talking about?" She didn't really know about it. And I'm like, well, at that time I had like 2,000 subs. And she's like, oh, okay. And she thought it was a joke. She thought it was kind of stupid. She's like, whatever. At that time, I had 2,000 subs. My wife, you know, looked at it. She laughed at it. She's like, it ain't gonna be nothing, whatever. And then she started realizing my sub count's going up. My money's actually coming in. And then she's like, you know, she kind of like was like, okay. At the time, I had a job. I was a blackjack dealer for 20 years. So at the time, she allowed me to do this because blackjack was bringing in the money. YouTube was not bringing in the money. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, just do what you want, have fun with it, blah, blah, blah. Now, as of recently, I lost my job to coronavirus, COVID-19. We all know. Lost my job, and I've been trying to do YouTube full time. And my wife is actually starting to see it become a real thing, and she jumped on board. And now we make our own merch. We have our own merch company.
Oh, that's dope.
JackknifeFinnegan.com. That's why you got JackknifeFinnegan.com. I got shirts. I got beanies. I have COVID masks. I have everything. You can go on JackknifeFinnegan.com, buy it, and that's it, man. I got my own merch line. So
nice, man.
And my wife's on board with it. You know what I'm saying? So now she's trying to like integrate herself in and try to become something. Now she wants to get into it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I almost want to be like, piss off. You weren't there when I just started, but no, I'll let her in. God damn it. I'll let her in.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Truly a family business. That's awesome.